Hi, my name's Mark Cousins. I'm a filmmaker. Behind me is my messy edit suite. I was thrilled to be asked by Klassiki to make a selection of some films from the great cultural region of cinema, which is Eastern Europe and the countries that emerged from the Soviet Empire. I've long admired films from this part of the world, their experimental nature, the fact there were lots of women directors, lots of that they were dealing with social themes in bold ways. And I've got a few of those filmmakers on my arm. Kira Muratova, who was from Ukraine. I've also got Sergei Eisenstein. So I've chosen films that are all got a kind of documentary impulse. They're not the best known films. You'll know some of the more famous films from this part of the world. The first I've chosen is 1965, Czech Republic, directed by Drahomira Vihanova, a female filmmaker whose work I admire. This one's called Fugue on the Black Keys. It's experimental. It's about racism. It was highly criticized at the time, and I think it's daring and interesting. The second film I've chosen is from Latvia. Is It Easy to Be Young? Directed by a great director, Juris Podnieks, who sadly died just 6 years after this film was made. It's basically just interviews with young people in the mid-80s, 86, trying to capture the kind of absurdity, the spiritual emptiness of the Soviet Union. It's a film about rebellion, and I think a very good one. The third film I've chosen is Jan Svankmayer's The Death of Stalin in Bohemia, a short film, an animation, maybe a documentary too, and it kind of tries to imagine, what if we dived inside Stalin, pulled his guts out? What would we see? In this case, Svankmajer sees images and montages and music and a sort of history of his country. Absurd, angry, funny, I think, was considered dangerous as well. The fourth film is by Sergei Dvortsevoy, made in 1998. He is like a brilliant documentary filmmaker. This one's called Bread Day. It's about a bunch of sort of older people who live an isolated life in a village, and once a week, I think on Tuesdays, a train comes, and one of the carriages on the train has got bread in it. They decouple it and push it to their village. Sort of gorgeous, poetic, metaphorical, again, angry film. You'll see once we get inside a bakery, you'll see the camera's static and we observe tensions, etc. My fifth film is one I saw when I was on the jury of the Krakow Film Festival, made in 2021 by Yulia Sergina. It's called Far Eastern Golgotha. It's a masterpiece, simple as that. If Martin Scorsese had directed a brilliant documentary about a wild, dangerous, crazy person, then this would be it. So documentaries, animations, experimental films about the kind of energy and rebellion of our times. Thank you again to Klassiki.